This tutorial covers the basics of the AutoCAD 2026 ribbon. The ribbon is a very versatile interface and it's well worth getting to know it. The first thing we need to know is what all the various parts are called. The ribbon itself lives just below the quick access toolbar and the drawing title bar, and it's composed of a number of tabs. The home tab is current at the moment, but there are other tabs such as insert, annotate, parametric, and so on. Each tab is arranged into a number of panels. For example, the home tab, which has all the most frequently used commands as the draw, modify, annotation, layers, and so on panels. So for the ribbon is composed of a number of tabs, and each tab is divided into a number of panels. Each panel is thematic, so for example, the draw commands live on the draw panel. Modify commands live on the modify panel, and so on. Now you'll notice that each of the panel titles has a little down arrow there. And as you've just seen, if I click on the title, the little down arrow is telling us that we are going to get a flyout. And the flyout shows the less frequently used commands in that panel. You'll also notice that as I move my cursor away from the panel and it's unfolded, it pops back up again. Now, sometimes it might be convenient to have that panel unfolded while you are working, and you can do that by clicking on that panel title and then just clicking on the little pin icon there. That, that pins that panel out so that I have one-click access to any of the tools which were otherwise hidden when the panel was folded up. To and pen, just click on the pin again, and when I move my cursor away, the panels rolls up. This is valid for all the other panels, pins in, pins out, and you get the same effect. Now, although all the panels live on the relevant tab on the ribbon, they can actually be turned off. So, for example, if I wanted to tear off the modified tab, I can just click on the panel title and drag it into the drawing area like that. And you'll see that what we get is a floating panel. And just like the panels on the ribbon, the floating panel has a flyout so that I can still access those other commands, which can otherwise be seen. Now, by default, the panel flies out to the right, but you'll notice that when I move the mouse over the panel, I get two little borders, one on the left and one on the right. Either one can be used for clicking and dragging and moving the panel like this to a different part of the drawing area. The border on the right, you'll notice that has two small icons at the top. The lower one is called toggle orientation, and I can use it, clicking on it, to change the flyout direction of the panel from horizontal to vertical. And when I click again, it will change again on the side. Going back again and back, uh, like I've just shown you. Now, the beauty of this system is that you can have the panel located anywhere you like within the drawing area, and that may be more convenient if you are working on a particular part of the drawing. You can also send the panel back home again anytime you like, and you do that by clicking on the upper icon. So as you can see, modify, just return to my ribbon. Now the ribbon itself can be displayed in one of several ways. And you can do this by accessing this area. You have this small arrow on the side which show you different display modes for the ribbon. You can click directly in each one of these options and it will show the possibility. So minimize to tabs, minimize to panel titles, or minimize to panel buttons, or cycle through all. And this option here will correspond to the action we will have on this arrow on the left side.